Hi, this is a Plasmatech video with my Vanguard Feanir, and it's a Voidstar. I was going to try and bring you a different Warzone to last time, but I had some arenas that I was going to put together, but I didn't have time to do them today, and I wanted to try and stick to that every other day thing I said I'd try and do. Just putting the stealth scan down there. So I try and avoid repeating what I said in the last video, which was pretty much that this is a really fun spec to play, even if it's not as good as Assault Specialist at the moment. You can still pack quite a punch though. If someone's unloading all four of their shoulder cannons into you with Battle Focus up, it's still pretty decent damage. I tried not to use my med pack here because it was an unimportant situation right at the beginning of the Warzone, so just about managed to get him down before dying. And using my AoE to build up the stacks for pulse cannon. Decided to separate the healer from the rest of the group. Getting the root off with shock strike, and then going for my pulse cannon before high impact bolt to get that slow in before he used his full speed. His pulse cannon has a 70% slow on it, I think. I was going to go and try and set up a pulse cannon with multiple people in, but I realised everyone was standing far apart, so just stuck to that SWTOR next to me. Throwing out a taunt. It's important not to forget about taunting when you're playing DPS. Makes a big difference. Made a mistake there, using my pulse cannon at only 2 stacks. And I threw out the AoE taunt here because I had 2 people on me. Then I tried to set up another pulse cannon, which was a bad idea for multiple reasons, because by the time I got the stacks they would have been out at this time, and the pulse cannon was on cooldown, so should have just gone for the mortar volley there. The sage pulled me back because it's a good idea to try and fight near the doors rather than all the way out by their spawn point. And making sure to taunt that death from above. I was hoping to get out of combat and heal here, but I didn't, so I just went straight on the SWTOR. I found when I was at level 55 that I had quite a few energy issues with this spec, and I was having to use the recharge cells quite a bit. But at level 56 you get a talent that makes Iron Pulse free after using Shock Strike and something else I'll annotate in the tooltip. But that's helped quite a bit with the energy management. That was a bad pull there. Pulling a target away from melee DPS on your team is not a good thing to do. If you're the only melee player on your team there, then it's fine. But you need to make sure that you're not inconveniencing other melee DPS on your team when you use your pull. So I stopped my Iron Pulse early there because I thought I was going to die and was going to go and run away, but I got a few heals thrown my way. Using the pillar for line of sight from this jug. Just about managing to survive. I had a bit of trouble targeting the PT there, so I just decided to go for my pulse cannon. Tilt tab. and until Tab decided to do its job. So I did see this Marauder coming, but I wasn't too worried about him, because having played Sentinel a lot myself, I know how to counter the class. And I've been destroyed by Vanguards enough times to know how it works. And Marauders don't tend to be too much of an issue at these lower levels. It's when they get their higher tier abilities that they become harder to face. Although I'm not sure how true that is now, to be honest, with the new discipline system. Haven't really checked out what level characters get their abilities anymore. Would have been a nice idea to pull the Sage healer in, Sork healer in there before using my pulse cannon. We had enough people to deal with them both easily anyway, but it's nice having that utility to be able to pull people in and then AoE stun before using your pulse cannon. It's the advantage of playing a class that has a tanking discipline is that you have quite a bit of utility. With hold the line and harpoon and 2 stuns, etc. I had hold the line up there. Assassins and Sorks tend to try and knock you back when you're using pulse cannon, but hold the line stops that. This was quite funny here. I just decided to stand behind this pillar and hope they didn't attack me, so there's 4 of them. For some reason they didn't, so that was quite cool. I realised that AoE stun didn't really do anything, so I decided to run away and separate the Sork from the rest of them. I didn't want the other people that I'd stunned to turn around and all start attacking me. It was quite a simple first round. I did have to run back and forth between the doors, but they were never really in too much trouble.
Position, but it's not over. Recover ground so we can keep downloading the data core. Override the nearby security terminal to open the door.
So I got a nice setup here with the pool, and then they're all standing nice and close together. Did get knocked back, but I got a few ticks off with my mortar volley. So I haven't looked too closely at the changes in 3.1.1. I've seen that quite a few people are disappointed with them in terms of the Plasmatech changes. One thing that is quite nice, regardless of how balanced the changes are, it's quite nice that they're moving damage into pulse cannon, not because it's a good place for the damage to be, it's quite nice having that AoE cleave. It's probably more useful having the damage in the single target abilities just because that's guaranteed to hit, but it's nice seeing those big AoE moments. So yeah, pretty straightforward game. I had nothing to do with the planting on the door there, but our team obviously did a good job. My recording cut off there and I didn't think it was worth hitting record again just for the scoreboard. It probably would have been, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed that game. I should be bringing you some more Plasmatech. I'm enjoying that spec at the moment. It's probably, what, I'll level up to 60 next? I'm not sure, but I'll see how that goes. If you liked it, hit the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, and you'll get notifications whenever I upload new ones. I'm going to try and stick to this every other day thing. Obviously it won't always happen, but I'll do my best. And thanks for watching.